Hello viewers, good morning. Welcome to Quick Coder. My name is Tulsi. Today's topic is quicksort in Java. So let's get started. So let's start with the quick start. Quick sort. Sorry. So I want to explain quicksort by tracing out the code without explaining theoretically, because when I explain theoretically, you can understand very well. But when you see the code, you will be somewhat, confused. So for that reason, I will explain the total quicksort using these two codes. Okay. So you already know the partition. So how to partition an array when the pivot point is given. Okay. So if you don't watch that video, please watch that video. Then come to this video. Okay. So let's start quicksort. Okay. Okay. So initially in this quicksort function, I will pass my array. This is my array, and I will pass 0 and 5. 0 is the low, first index, 5 is the last index. So then what it is doing, it is checking. So if L is less than H or not, as L is less than H, then what it is doing now? P is equal to partition of, and again it will call in partition. So partition method, it is what it is doing, it is passing array L and H. So here what will be my L now? Here my L will be 0 and my H will be 5. Okay, my pivot point will be area of H, means last element. Area of H means area of 5, that is 4. Now my I and J will be pointing to L. It is L. Okay, it is L. So my I and J will be pointing to the low. Low is 0. So my I and my J, or you can also take like this, or J and I. Okay, then it will check, is my area of I is greater than pivot or not. As it is greater than pivot, then what it is doing, it is simply incrementing the I. Now my I will point here. Then again, is my area of I is greater than pivot? No, it is less than pivot. Then what it is doing, it is swapping the area of J and area of I element. Then 7 and 3 will be swapped now. 7 and 3 will be swapped, and my I will be J will be incremented and I also will increment it. Okay, my I will come here and my J will come. Okay, then again it will check area of I is greater than pivot. No, then just increment the I. Just it is incrementing the I. Then again check, is my area of I is greater than pivot? Yes. So just increment the I. Again I am incrementing the I. Is my area of I is greater than pivot? No. Then what is the next step? Swap the area of J and area of I. Here 2 and here 7. Then what we should do? We should increment my I should increment my I and my J. Means my I will come here and J will come here. Okay, again check. Is my area of I is greater than pivot? No, it is equal to pivot. Then what we should do? We should swap the area of J and area of I element. Means here 4, here 5. Then increment my J, means my J will come here, and increment my I. My I will come here. So see here. Here my pivot point 4 and my I comes here. Here this should be done only when the I is less than or equal to H. But it is greater than H. No? It is, my I will become 6 now, but my H only 5. So it will stop and it will return the J minus 1. What is J minus 1? J is pointing to 3. 3 minus 1, 2. It will return 2. See, my pivot point comes to the middle. So my pivot point is placed in the second index, and the elements, so see here, 3, 2, 4, 6, 7, 5. So pivot point is nothing but, so why we are partitioning here? So when we given a pivot point, the elements which are less than or equal to pivot comes to this part, and the elements which are greater than pivot comes to this part. Okay, so that is the reason already this, whether the element, this array sorted. So when this array is sorted, what will be my sorted array? So like this, but this position is fixed. So that is the reason my pivot is at the J minus 1. Okay, so what it will return? My pivot is at J minus 1, no? J minus 1 is 2. So it is returning 2. So what will be there? Here will be P is equal to 2. my p is 2, no? Then see here, it will call this QS function will call this first and second function, but initially it will call first function. So when it call first function, so what will be the arguments now? QS of array, it is passing array, it is calling first function of 1. So what will be the arguments parameters? Array, L means 0, p minus 1. See here, p minus 1 means p is 2, 2 minus 1, 1. Now again, it will not go to second step. It will start from the start because we are calling the QS function. No, it will now again check is my L is less than H, S0 is less than H. So what is the step now? We are passing this partition in partition array. L is 0, H will be 1. So 1 minute, I will erase this all the things. Sorry, it is L only now. Okay. What will be my L now? My L is 0 and my H is 1 and my pivot point L is equal to 0, H is equal to 1 means we are checking only with this up to this array. Okay, already 4 is fixed at this position. We are checking up to this one. We are checking up to this part. They like this. We are checking up to this part. Okay, what will be my pivot? My pivot will be array of H. What is array of H? Array of 1, that is 2. My pivot will be 2. Then what's the next step? My I will be L, means L means 0, no? My I will be here and my J will also be here. Then again the partition will occur. Here my pivot is 2, no? So my, let's take this as J and this as I. Okay, give me 1 second. To avoid confusion, I am changing the. Here will be my J and here will be my I. Now I will check array of I element with pivot point. This is greater than pivot, no? Then simply what I will do is I will increment my I. Means my I will be here. Okay, again I will check. But here 2 is less than, 2 is equal to this pivot point. Then what I should do? I will swap array of J and array of I elements because means it will come 2 will be here, 3 will be here, and my I and my J will be incremented. Means my J will come here and my I goes here. But what I should do? What is J's I's limit? I should be less than or equal to H. But it is pointing to 2. But H is up to 1 only. No? So this will stop and this will return J minus 1. What is J minus 1? 0. See, is it true? Because my pivot is at 0th index, so I am passing 0. So now what will happen is, now initially my P will be 0 now. My P will be 0. Now again, now again it is calling the first function. Again it is calling first function. So what will happen now? Again, QS of array and array I am passing L is here 0. And again P minus 1. What is P 0? 0 minus 1? Minus 1. And again it goes to the starting position and it will check whether my L is less than H, but here L is not less than H, no? Then simply what it will do, it will return here, okay, there is no use of me, you can continue with the next function, next call. Then it will call the second one. What is second one here? What will be the second one? QS of array. What is P plus 1? 0 plus 1, 1. What is H here? 1. Now again the same thing. It comes to here and it will check whether my L is less than H. No, it is not less than H. Then what it will do? Again, okay, my two functions are over. Then what it will do? Then it will goes here to this function. It goes to this function. Then it performs only first one, no? Then it will perform the second one. Now when it performs second one, is it right? Am I going right? Okay. This is performing second one, no? Then what will happen now is, okay, it comes here and again it will call the second one now. Means array of what is second one? P plus 1. What is here? P? 2, no? So 2 plus 1, 3. What is H? 5. Okay, and it will goes here and it will check whether my L is less than H or no. as my L is less than H. So what will happen now? Simply, it will go to the partition thing, and let me erase this all things. Okay. What will be my L now? 3. What will be my H? 5. What will be my pivot? So up to L is equal to 3, H is equal to 5 means I am checking up to this part. 3 to 5 means here to here. I am checking from here to here. My L is 3, my H is 5. Then my I and J will be pointing to this. Means my J will be here and my I will be here. My pivot point will be area of H. Area of H means 5. Then again, what it will do means, it will check whether my area of I is greater than pivot or not. Yes, it is greater than pivot now. Then simply I will increment my I. Okay, and again it will check whether the area of I is greater than pivot. As it is greater than pivot, then simply increment my I. Will come here. And again, then it will check whether my pivot is also area of I is greater than pivot. No, it is equal to pivot. Then I will swap this I and J. And simply 6 and 5 will be swapped. And my I will goes here and J will goes here. But here I is out of range. I is now pointing to 6. So the next one is 6 only, no? But my I should be less than or equal to 5. Then simply I will return my J minus 1. See, is it right? Because my pivot placed it J minus 1. Present J is 4, 4 minus 1, 3. So now what will be my P now? P will be now 3. Now what will happen? Now it will call this QS of. So there will be two functions for calling now. It will call the first function. So what is the first function now? QS of 3 array. L means 3. P minus 1. What is P minus 1? 2. So here again it will goes to the start, and if it will check whether the L is less than H or not. But here L is not less than H. Then okay. Then what it will do? You can perform your things because there is no use of. Then what will happen now? It will perform the second function now. What is the second function? QS of array, comma, P plus 1 means 4 and H means 5. Then what it will do? Again, it comes to the start and it will check whether my L is less than H or not. As L is less than H, then what will happen now? Then it goes to the partition function. Now let me erase all the things. Yes. Okay. So it will goes to this function and my L is 4 now and my H is 5. Then my pivot point will be area of H, that is 6. Okay, it will check from L to H means 4 to 5 elements. 4 to 5 elements means it will check up to this one. It will check up to this one. Then what will happen now? My I will be here and my J will be here. Then it will point out where is my area of I is greater than pivot or not. As it is greater than pivot, then simply my I will be incremented. My I will come here. And again it will check whether area of I is greater than pivot or not. But it is not greater than, it is equal. Then I should swap the area of J and area of I element. So I will swap 6 here, 7 here, and my J will be incremented. My I will also increment. Means my J will come here, my I will come here. But I should be less than or equal to H, no? So it will stop and it will return J minus 1. What is J? 5. 5 minus 1, 4. Is it right? Because it is right. Because my pivot is placed at the fourth one. So it will return P is equal to 4 now. Okay. What will happen now is it will return P is equal to 4. P is equal to 4. Then what will happen is it will call again other function QS of array. It will have two functions now. Let me take first and second one. It will call the first function, that is QS of array comma L means 4, P means 4, P minus 1, that is 3. But it will goes to the start and it will check whether my L is less than H or not. But here L is not less than H, so it will return and it will say you can perform the second function. So when I perform the second function, so what will happen here is, so where can I write? It's totally much will write here. Again QS of array. Here p plus 1 means what is p? 5, 5, and high means 5. Again it goes to the start and it will check whether my L is less than H, but here both are equal. Then it will do okay, nothing is there, already two functions performed. Then it will go to the this function and you can perform the other functions. But again here it is also performed. Then again it will go to here, but again the two functions were performed. So that's it. It will return this total array. Is it sorted or not now? Is my array sorted now? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's it about this quick sort. Nothing we are doing. We are just in. So I will explain theoretically. Then you will understand it very well. Here somewhat much. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. But now let me explain it theoretically now. What we are doing? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is there. No, sorry. This is not the original array. I unfortunately forwarded the original array. So what can I do? Okay, let me take some other array. Let me take 7, 9, 7, 7, 1, 5, 3, 4. Let me take these arrays. Okay, so what is the first step that I want to do? I want to take the first one as pivot point. Then I will take all the elements less than this pivot point to the left. So I'm not performing this partition, so I'm just randomly taking this arrays like 3, 1 and 7, 5. So my array will be like this. So already this position is fixed. Now again I am performing same partition with this array and with this array also. With this array my pivot will be here. So my pivot will come here and my 4 is fixed enough and again it will come here. So that's it. Again the array is sorted. So simply we are doing dividing the array using the pivot. Then again we are applying the same partition with this part and with this part. So like that we can perform the quick sort. So I think you have understood clearly, but let's start coding. Okay, I already explained with the code, but let's start again. Right. Okay, this coding can be done very easily. Okay, let me check whether it is recording or not. So it is recording. Okay. So what should be written in this quicksort function? Simple. We have to check whether my low is less than high. Only then let's take in p is equal to partition of array low and high. And again I'm performing the quick sort array low, low and pivot minus 1. And again I'm performing quick sort array p plus 1 and high. Okay, now let us perform the partition now. So what is the first step for partition? Performing partition. Let's take int pivot is equal to array of high. Okay, then again int I is equal to low and int j is equal to low again. Then while my I is less than or equal to high, then simply if my array of I is greater than pivot, then simply I can increment my I. Otherwise, I should perform swapping. I will pass array ij now and I will increment my I to 1. And I will increment my j. Okay, at last, what I should return? Sorry. Last I should return j minus 1. So that is the index of pivot. So let me write the swap function also. But instead of writing low and high, it's better to write high. Okay, j, then simply int temp is equal to array of I, array of I is equal to array of j, and array of j is equal to, that's it. Let's compile. So it's very easy, so don't worry the things. Okay, let's submit. Okay, correct answer. So that's it about this quick sort. Okay, I think you have understood. Thank you, friends. Thank you for watching this video. The coming up video is finding the kth smallest element. So we can find the kth smallest element by sorting the array and from the beginning running k times, and we are printing that. But instead of doing this all the things, we can do this using the quick select method. So we can discuss. So this is the coming up video. So subscribe to my channel Quick Coder to get notified for the further videos. So thank you. Thank you for watching.